I'm gonna try and position maybe that way.
I have yours still in my wallet, unless that's that.
I don't have any cards on me at all. So basically, what I was trying to kind of defer upon, or kind of get into, was Cirque du Soleil, right? I forget what this movie is called.
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman.
Showman ever, and this was kind of the birth of the first circus.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I
P.T. Barnum.
P.T. Barnum, almost Barnum and is it the start of Barnum and Bailey's?
Yeah, it's exactly Barnum.
Okay, so it's the start of Barnum and Bailey's, which is the greatest circus in the world apparently.
Yeah.
Has Barnum and Bailey's not been to our town?
I could not tell you.
What?
Barnum and Bailey's have they not been to our town?
Do they even exist anymore?
I would imagine that they do, or is that what transgressed into Cirque du Soleil? That's kind of more of what
I'm actually trying to
maybe the idea.
Right, so that's kind of
created the idea, and different people ran with it.
Right, because Cirque du Soleil, when I was watching this, I was like, what is the biggest circus now? Right, and the first thing that came to my head was Cirque du Soleil.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is the biggest circus going?
I mean, you can draw similarities between the circus
and Super Bowl?
And the Super Bowl.
And that's entertainment, and that is big top, that is... okay, so if we're going to go that way, I would say gladiators and Colosseum.
Yeah.
Right? The Colosseum, and me being to the Colosseum, they actually had, in Rome, they actually had the theater in which there would be, drop downs where, lions and tigers and huge things came out.
Yeah.
So that's actually a really cool parallel.
It was a marvel of engineering back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the shades. You ever see the shades?
No. You have to talk to me about that.
So the Colosseo in Rome.
Cirque du Soleil has nothing to do with
Barnum and Bailey's.
Cirque du Soleil is Canadian.
What?
Yeah. But the idea of the circus.
Yeah, Montreal. I knew it.
I mean, Cirque du Soleil is French. It's either from South Africa, France, or Quebec. Anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Why South Africa?
Because it's a lot of French-speaking countries down there.
No, Dutch.
Not as many as
Quebec.
Or, I can't think of
Or Morocco?
French Polynesia. That's where Cirque du Soleil is from.
Okay, so, but I do have to... I gotta say, the Ivory Coast, Morocco, shit like that, right? They have way more French, Senegal has way more French-speaking people, and that's, East Coast, West Coast, than South Africa.
I think I meant to say...
is Dutch.
I think I meant to say Southern...
Dutch is fine.
Southern African states.
Okay, we're just gonna leave that as
Anyway. What was I talking about?
Diane Wood and how we're in love with her.
I love... Well, come on. D'Anford. D'Anford is the band. It means the answer.
Yes.
Yolandi, the girl.
Well, I love my ugly boy.
I love Ugly Boy, too. Ninja's a great guy.
Do you think that guy was just a gangster that got out of some jail? He kind of looks like
They have
Joker?
some really good, really funny, shorts.
I've never watched them.
Like shorts, and it's all about them wanting that high life, that rapper lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're professionally filmed, so obviously they're just refilming what allegedly happened before they got big.
So to kind of talk about so we were talking about the Colosseum, we're talking about the circus, and now we're talking about getting big in this culture, this oligarchy of being that rapper getting big. It's kind of
just that entertainer.
Right. You want to be the main entertainer, right? Whether it be the lion tamer or the tightrope walker or whatever. That's kind of where it stems from and goes down to. How come we're not seeing more, we kind of have, America's Got Talent, Canada's Got Talent now. How come we're not seeing these things? You know what I mean? Or are we? And we're just kind of we're...
the people that win?
What? No, more so when's the last time you saw a fucking tightrope walker?
23 years ago.
You know what I mean? Like, remember the Grand Canyon was like the biggest thing to like tightrope, and I think what's his name? Fucking speaking of like Vegas acts and stuff, Chris Angel.
Right.
Chris Angel was one of the last people to kind of do that Grand Canyon tightrope walking. But that was like a big deal, like the original Daredevil, right? Like Super Dave Osborne shit. I know that's some cheese bone shit. But
he labeled himself as a magician, and then he's just doing these public stunts.
Angel?
Yeah.
Chris Angel? Yeah.
No longer a magician, just doing public stunts.
Right. So he's basically a new Daredevil kind of thing.
Fucking who jumped the Grand Canyon in a motorbike.
That was
Evil Knievel. That's what Evil Knievel, yeah.
So that's kind of
Didn't his son try to do it too and he died?
Either Evil Knievel died and then his son did it, or vice versa.
Yeah, anyway.
This is why we need fact checkers.
Yeah. Where the fuck is Sock?
Yeah, where is Sock?
Fucking Sock.
Adele, don't do it. We're going to leave her for Sock.
I won't say anything, but I'm curious for my own.
Alright, well, now you have to tell us.
Yeah, well, if you're going to look it up, you might tell.
Yeah, you got to tell us. She's got to tell
Maybe
us.
I'm not looking it up.
Maybe she's not looking it up.
She's lying to us.
What are you looking up then?
Nothing. She's like 20% on the Senza. I'm waiting for the answer.
Do you want the answer on how Evil Knievel died?
Yes.
Yeah.
First of all, he never jumped the Grand Canyon.
Ooh.
And he died at age 69 due to diabetes and idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
So he died in Old Man.
That's the worst answer that's the worst.
He should have went out in a blaze of glory.
Well, I mean, is his son still alive? Because we'll make this happen. Where's his relatives? They're going out in a blade of glory.
He has 4 kids.
What?
Little Knievels.
Like Irana Knievel, Ivana Knievel, Evil Knievel.
Weevil Knievel.
We will?
No, Weevil.
Weevil. Oh, Weevil.
Weevil.
Weevil. I'm not even going to try. I was going to try. Weevil Knievel.
So we got Molly on the podcast.
Molly is probably the best podcaster.
Molly, say hi.
Thanks, Molly. You want to know who Molly reminds me of? Sorry. Do you remember Inspector Gadget?
Yeah.
Do you remember the cat with the claw? Yeah, that is. Yeah.
He slams his fist down, the cat freaks out.
Yeah, so that cat, Molly, is Dr. Claw's cat.
Different color, but yeah.
No,
Yep.
same color.
Nope.
That only leads to one conclusion.
Fact checker.
Adele is Dr. Claw.
Adele is Dr. Claw?
Yeah.
She has a voice changer.
Do you have a voice changer?
I don't know.
Do your deepest GADGET.
My what?
So, you know who Dr. Claw is?
No.
From Inspector Gadget?
Yeah, that's what Dr. Claw would say.
The only Inspector Gadget I saw was the remake with Anne Hathaway and Steve Carell.
Fuck's sakes.
I don't know what she's talking about now.
Is this Steve Carell? Or was it Matthew Broderick?
There's a remake?
Anne Hathaway.
The live
No,
action.
that was Get Smart.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick played
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
So, this seems very Dr. Claw-y.
You haven't seen it.
Yeah, Dr. Claw is pretty, like,
I
stupid.
haven't seen it.
You think Dr. Claw's stupid?
I mean, like, I guess he's, like, up against this, like, mechanical super being.
Like, the kid's the genius, right?
Yeah.
His daughter's a genius, the dog's smarter than Gadget.
But, like, Gadget has every tool that he needs.
To definitely thwart Dr. Claw.
Yeah, he has plot armor. He has everything that he possibly needs.
Matthew
So-
Broderick is Inspector Gadget.
So, Dr. Claw
Is Adele.
is an idiot
Oh.
for trying to go up against a super smart kid and a human
genius.
Swiss Army knife.
Human, yeah, okay.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Swiss Army Man?
No.
with Elijah
Paul
Wood.
Dano and
Daniel Radcliffe. Not Elijah Wood.
Adele couldn't give me the eyes because we just pieced together there that, like, unknowingly, we kind of subvertly said that Adele is an idiot. But I don't believe that. I think she's a genius doctor.
Why did you say it?
What? It wasn't just me.
Did I say it?
Kind of, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to, like, help you here.
Roll back.
I mean, actually, you know what? I said it.
Molly?
Gotcha!
Molly, kick him out.
I'm kicked out already? Can I at least drink some of my vodka?
You got vodka?
Yeah, vodka. You want some vodka?
I got some Jack in the freezer.
Yeah, I got some golden stolies. Yeah. We should try to...
We should try it out.
Walk in here with a bag. What happened? Where's the bag? Oh, it's right there. I walked all around the room to find the bag. Obviously, I'm Dr. Claw. Stupid. It came with its own jigger.
Okay, so I had really... I was working on the Berkshire today.
And you met Dr. Claw?
No.
Oh.
I had not an epiphany, but like a future prediction. Way down the line.
Trump is Dr. Claw.
No.
Oh.
He's going to go, apparently.
No, he's not.
Anyway. Besides all that, so
fuck politics.
I've mentioned before that, like, by the time I need, like, replacement organs, replacement limbs, I can go to the, like, this is, so I'm 33 right now. Say I'm 83, 50 years from now. I can go to the pharmacy, talk to the pharmacist, like, hey, I need a new kidney because I've been drinking too much, or a new liver because I've been drinking too much, right? Pharmacist's like, okay, no problem. They sit you down in this bed, and this auto dock machine thing goes zip, zip, zap, zip, and installs a new, like, bionic kidney or liver or whatever, right? And then I got thinking, so I believe that in 50 years, I believe I can go to the pharmacy and replace any organ, no problem. They can 3D print it on the spot.
So you're saying I walk into the pharmacy, so it's no longer like just a pharmacy. This is like an MRI machine or like a dentist chair that they just go and like
Yep,
it's in me.
Done. It'll be commonplace.
Like that's the normie.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, and then I got thinking, right? How does one afford these obviously probably expensive operations, right?
Well, we kill other people for it.
Sure, there's that. You can do that. But then I got thinking, Facebook's getting real old, right? Facebook's eventually going to phase out. Maybe.
You think?
Maybe.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I think Facebook is going to own Tokyo.
Hear me out. So all the people on Facebook right now, I want to say maybe 1 billion people. 800 million, whatever.
Yep.
Facebook is going to have us subscribe to being like a Facebooker or a face whatever to keep their legacy clients going, right? To keep their base that has been using them for years, to keep them on Facebook. And when you subscribe to your Facebook account, you will be given healthcare, dental.
Oh.
Keep your fan base, keep your clientele.
You become immortal.
Maybe not immortal,
Okay.
but make them live longer so they use Facebook longer.
Okay.
Right? I believe that they can replace every body part save for the brain, but maybe even the brain, because it's just a wet computer up there, right?
Right. So I think we touched on that before. It's a biomechanical computer, basically, processor.
Yeah.
Okay. So where does Michael Jackson come in?
He's going to be the spokesperson.
Awesome.
He's going to be the mascot.
Okay. Have you watched?
He's going to wear blackface.
Are you saying that Justin Trudeau and Michael Jackson are the same person?
I never said that.
Oh.
I'm saying it now.
Adele, where are you on this? You're very silent.
I wasn't listening.
Oh,
she wasn't listening.
Smart. Anyways, so okay, so basically what Brae said
we're
to
looking
me,
at social media corporations sponsored healthcare if you have a Facebook account.
what he's saying is that Molly owns Sprite, and she's basically going to take over
It's
Coca-Cola.
not Sprite.
Sprite is a
Coca-Cola.
Sprite is a Coke product.
So she already owns Coke.
She doesn't own Sprite. She owns Coke or she owns nothing.
We're fucked. Molly,
Have you guys seen The Bear?
the cocaine bear.
No.
Oh.
We watched The Cocaine Bear, kind of. But The Bear, the series with Jeremy Allen White,
Like the A&W bear.
he makes Sprite from scratch.
Who does?
He does.
This character from The Bear. He's this brilliant chef, makes Sprite from scratch.
Now, is that really chefing or is it more chemistry?
It's gastronomy.
I guess it is gastro. Yes, you're 100% right.
Right?
When did you do that? Season 2?
Yeah. The Christmas episode.
Shut down,
Oh, the Christmas episode is so fucking good. Like peak cinema. Like,
so let's dial this back. Let's dial this back for a second. So what Brae is proposing is that our social media platforms, for now, like a program like, say, Facebook, right, or software, I guess, not really, an intel gathering usership, I guess, is what Facebook is, kind of, sort of.
Sure.
Membership. What he's saying is that for like the legacy memberships, that we would subscribe to them, and then
So us right now, in 50 years,
right?
We would keep us on Facebook.
Hopefully, we'd be the honored people, but we would pay for that, and that would be like our healthcare, our everything. Like it would all come with one script.
So basically, anytime you need like a new kidney,
Lung transplant,
or replacement hand,
new Molly.
New Molly. Yeah, honestly, your pets are definitely covered under that plan for sure.
I would think so. Pet care.
I mean, like the current healthcare system in North America.
I mean,
is
no,
fucked.
actually, I take that back.
What about these lands that they? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said pet care is not that expensive, and I took it back because that was incorrect.
You paid a lot of money.
I paid a lot of money for that cat, but also I paid not a lot of money for that cat.
Cat food.
Yeah, catting.
Yeah, cat food, litter.
So
I think you have more.
there probably has to be stipulations for how much you use Facebook in order to qualify for such coverage.
Or like what your membership is, or maybe what your status is.
Social credit.
Because right now, like we're working towards what's called the Meta Verified. I could pay for it, but I refuse to. It's $18.99 a month.
We can do it ourselves.
Yeah, $18.99 to become Meta Verified.
Meta Verified.
But I was at, like, we have just broke that kind of like rate of usership now that that's offered to us. You actually have to have like X amount of blah blah blah. You gotta meet some criteria.
Oh, for the podcast.
No, and our Facebook page.
A little check mark beside your name.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I'm Meta Verified. We're cool. Not
I thought
cool.
you were talking like just like as a person.
Well, you can do that too, because right now, like, I switched from being like Jesse blah 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 to Jesse blah 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 blah.
With a blue check.
Well, I could have blue check because I have over like 1,000 followers. I have 1.1k followers on my own page, but I'm not an influencer because I don't influence them in anything except for Talks on the Reel and Celtic Bands. So I reel,
Which is still in its infant stages.
yes, very infant. Like when Molly picks up her fucking game, maybe we'll actually have a good promoter. Molly, she doesn't care.
GADGET.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, thanks, Molly. I'm thinking that. But let's dial this all back. This all sounds to me like one big giant fucking circus, right? We're all trying to be the ringleader and nothing. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to reach the big top.
Well, hold on a second. So, some people, like me, know they're just the entertainment.
I mean, but wouldn't you want to be the ringleader?
No.
Come on, DJ Brae.
Give me a good crowd and a beat, and that's where I want to be.
I get it. what I don't want to be the ringleader necessarily, but I want it to be under my big top.
Your own show, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I want to like an oligarchy on the show. Right? I want to do it together. I want it to be communal. I want it to be like circus, like a family. You know what I mean? And I want us to do it together. And I kind of look at most business like that. Like you could have a kitchen, you can have an entertainer, you can have all of these things. It's all kind of the same thing. It's all the same circus. Not my circus, not my monkeys. But I want the circus. And I want the monkeys.
It kind of gets to a point where like, yeah, you're the ringleader, but you're all family.
Yeah. So we all share.
They all look to you for leadership.
I mean, I think people just look to me because I have the loudest voice. When I say that, I mean I just have that voice of like
It carries.
Yeah.
It's of a frequency that
I'm a bellowing motherfucker.
Reverberates.
Yeah, but I need another reverberator, and I need a couple more reverberators, and then yeah, we reverberate.
We reverberate. It's a hard word to say. Let's stop that.
Okay.
With a HUD.
Well, basically, what I want is I want a community of people, obviously. I say the word oligarchy all the time, but when they hear that, they're like, oh, that is a mean, evil type of government.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure in like pre-stages of like Nazism, like they were getting along.
I mean, from like 1929 to 1939, Germany was an absolute fucking powerhouse.
I mean, imagine the parties they would do.
I think in any like moment of conflict in history, like all the way back to like the beginning, everyone was like the general thing is everyone was getting along until they weren't.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Because someone's skin color was different,
Like,
because they worshipped a different
that's
god,
like the common denominator kind of thing.
because they lived on the hill, because they
always
worshipped the
getting along
big
until they
juju in the sky. Like it's like we find a reason to hate people.
Well, and I think a lot of it, like, really boils down to the dinero, mucho grande dollar.
Yeah.
Like, right? That's why Hitler was like, hey, man, I don't like the Jews because they run our administration. They're making all the money and they don't give it back to us. And now you look at them like you say, yeah, they're a powerhouse between these 10 years or whatever. But if you look at them now, they are the powerhouse. Like the most sought out passport goes Luxembourg than Germany.
So Hitler sought the Jews out for that. Why the gypsies?
Because they were us.
Why the blacks?
I don't think he was after the blacks. I don't think. No way. Never once said anything about the blacks.
Imagine if you were Adolf Hitler.
He never said anything about the fucking blacks.
But did he do something about the blacks?
No, he never went after
Imagine
them.
if you were Adolf Hitler.
I wouldn't do anything about the blacks.
You walk down the street, and you got four guys strumming on a fucking, what do you call those things? A washboard.
So we got four washboarders.
Yeah, four washboarders.
Yeah, we're
walking down the street with a death squad.
And you're washboarding it up.
You don't think he's like executing those
Well,
those black guys?
I gotta say, first things first. I don't think that Southern U.S. washboarders were ever in Germany. Not only that, how the fuck did Africans ever get up to Germany?
Africans?
Yeah, I don't think there was many Africans or Jamaicans.
There were African American pilots.
No, I'm talking about Afro-Germans.
Oh, Afro-Germans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Hitler knew very many black people.
You think there was zero?
Like, if not zero, like -0.
So it makes me wonder why you don't think there's any there.
Okay, there isn't any there.
Because he got rid of them all.
No. I don't think there was any to begin with.
That's who he started with.
Well, all right. I'll give it to you.
Makes sense.
No.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. No. It's to me, it still doesn't make sense if like Pangea is a thing.
Where the fuck is Reed? I need fucking
Fact check this shit.
yeah.
Like how many black people were in Germany during the
How did Hitler feel about black people?
No, my question is how many fucking black people were in Germany at the time of the World War?
The Nazi persecution of black people in Germany.
3.
HolocaustEncyclopedia.org.
Oh, okay. So now we're on the Holocaust. Okay. How many black people? Oh, loading.
The Nazi persecution of black people in Germany. When the Nazis came to power in 1933, there were several thousand black people living in Germany.
No, there wasn't. Several thousand.
The Nazi regime harassed and persecuted them because the Nazis viewed black people as racially inferior.
The Nazis they thought everybody was racially inferior.
While there was no centralized systematic program targeting black people for murder, many black people were imprisoned, forcibly sterilized, and murdered by the Nazis.
No. What was the population of Germany at this time? We're going to break this whole down.
1933?
Yeah.
What was the population of Germany in 1933?
Sure, you ask Siri this.
Here's what I found online.
It immediately comes up with Jewish population in 1933.
What was it? It didn't actually tell you.
Serious.
Yeah, Siri's Jewish.
Stupid.
Yeah, stupid.
Serious Jewish.
Jewish and black.
That's a whole other episode.
Okay. These girls are already bored of our shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, fuck.
In 1933.
How many Jews? Wait, did we get off?
Again, it comes up first one, Jewish population. 79,375,000.
79 million?
Yeah.
79 million?
That's what it says.
In Germish.
Germish.
How many fucking germs are there now? What's the current population? 79 million? Isn't that like...
79.
It's not a small country.
That
Man.
can't be right.
Isn't that double Canada right
It's
now?
now 83.8 million.
What?
Like
What are they doing? Like living on hills on top of each
They
other?
had censuses
Yeah,
back then.
like
I'm sure
like
they did it
it's,
correctly.
Like, actually, like a lot.
You don't think the Nazis did the census correctly?
Well, I do because they had...
They did the best census on the planet.
So, remember when I brought up the tattooist?
Right.
So, supposedly it was IBM. IBM supposedly was like that automated book machine-y thing. IBM apparently was the cataloger for Auschwitz.
International Business Machines.
Yeah. They sold that whole program. The Americans sold that whole program to the Jews and the Germans. The Germans used it to catalog the Jews as they killed them.
So efficient.
I guess so. Like, I still don't know why.
I mean, back in the day, that was probably the easiest way to do it. Why would you...
Why would you number the people that you were killing?
Well, we've been over this.
Okay.
Setting high scores.
Like playing Frogger or like fucking Space Invader. Like, how many of the motherfuckers did I take down?
How many times can I flip this switch?
I mean, okay. So you're telling me, so there was like whatever million there, and you're just saying several hundred black people. Several
thousand black people.
Several thousand.
Executed, murdered, and sterilized.
Not several hundred thousands.
No, it's thousands.
Several thousands. Several thousands. So we're talking
less than a percentage.
way less.
Less than a point of a percentage.
So they just went hunting down. They're like, "Hey, you're from the Congos.
They're
You're
easy to find.
get your dick cut off."
A bunch of white Jews.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the black people of Germany.
I know. They're easy to find amongst a bunch of white Jews.
That's right. Do you think they went for them first?
I mean, probably.
Huh. I mean, were there any black Nazis?
Definitely not.
What? There was Jewish Nazis.
There were black slave owners.
There were black slave owners.
There were Jewish Nazis.
There were Jewish Nazis.
Black Jewish Nazis.
That's That would be like the one. Like
It's a unicorn.
I'm pretty sure they started the Freemasons. The Black Jewish Nazis started the Freemasons.
Black Jewish Nazis. That's a series right there. That's an anime right there.
I am one.
You're an anime?
No, I come from a long line of Black Jewish Nazis.
Hi, Mein Führer. we found him.
You know that call just triggered all of the Black Panthers.
Hi, Mein Führer. They're coming too.
Molly, how do you feel about this?
We've already agreed that Molly is like an SS superstar.
She's just licking her paws like, I planned this the whole time.
Yeah, she's the brains behind the whole Third Reich.
I told you she was. I'm pretty sure she's the Fourth Reich. Imagine that.
Imagine that.